Good morning, Saxons. I'm Ingrid Coleman.
And I'm Ashton Johns. I don't know about you, but I miss seeing my friends every day.
Me too. Let's check out this segment on the return to school for some information on the topic.
Hi, I'm Ashton Johns, and I'll be interviewing Mr. Robertson on procedures for if and when we go back to school. The questions I'm going to ask you pertain to knowing procedures that are going to happen if or when we go back to school.
Okay.
So I was wondering, how often would people go into the school building?
Well, my understanding, based on what the county is suggesting now, is when we first go back, it would be 2 days a week. You would have Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday, Friday. We would be using a concurrent model, which would, the teacher would be teaching, but they would be teaching to not only students in the class, but also students that are at home who have chosen to stay at home.
How will you know when you go to school, based if you're going on the Tuesday and Thursday or the Wednesday and Friday?
You would be notified. Right now what they're doing is basing on alphabet. We can't have everybody in at once, so the first half of the alphabet would be, I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, and then the second half would be Wednesday, Friday. And that would be communicated to you, obviously, prior to that. And our DSS, Mr. Peterson, is working on the schedule, when it does come in.
Would our class schedule change because of in-person school?
We are doing everything we can to keep the schedule the same. Now, what may happen is, let's say you're taking a class and the teacher is, an ADA is not in the building. You may have virtual instruction while you're sitting in the classroom, and the county has allocated funds for what they call classroom monitors, who would be in there just to monitor the class while the teacher is teaching. So there could be some different things like that thrown at you when you come back in the building, but we're doing everything we can not to. Again, that's not, you may have a different teacher based on a number of things, but we're trying not to do that. And again, I would, Mr. Peterson would be able to give you better information about that.
For lunch, would we be in the cafeteria or would we be in the classrooms?
That's something that we're still working out. I think that's something that's still to be determined. Again, a lot of this is going to be based on, how many people we have in the building. The less movement, the better. We had talked about having lunches in the classroom, but again, that's something I think has still not been totally decided yet.
Would there be any new special restrictions due to coronavirus?
We would, everyone, staff, students, everyone would be required to wear masks. We would try our best, and again, part of that, part of the reason is we look at the square footage of the rooms, and in order, the county has come up with a figure in terms of how many people per square feet, and we have to make sure we have the exact, that we have no more than that in the classroom. There would be, you wouldn't be sitting beside each other. The teacher would have, would be at the front or wherever the teaching station would be, and so there would be a lot of physical distancing. Exchanging classes, we haven't gotten that far in discussion, but there could be, some limitations in terms of how we change classes, but that's something that we're still, it's working on all of the details. A lot of what we're getting from the county, and we kind of have to meet what the county is saying at this point.
Thank you to our assistant principal, Mr. Robertson. Now let's go back to Langley.
Thanks, guys. That was really helpful.
Now let's see what our principal is up to with greeters' greetings.
it's Principal Greer with another Greer's Greeting. Today I wanted to talk to you briefly on the subject of social media. As we consider our 4 C's, care, connect, celebrate, and commence, I love the fact that you all are using social media, especially during these trying times, to stay connected to one another. However, I would like to remind you that while you're using your social media, it's so important that you remember that what you post is your version of your brand. And as you are branding yourself, who you are, what you believe, and what you love, remember, others are going to be checking that too. As you are transitioning to college admissions and ultimately the world of work, colleges and employers are also checking social media. So remember, what you post today will be there tomorrow, the day, the year, and the decades to follow. So make sure that brand that you are posting today is a true representation of who you are and always puts you in the best light. And remember, you will always represent Saxon country. That's it for Greer's Greeting. Remember, care, connect, celebrate, so we can commence. Hail Saxons!
Thanks, Miss Greer.
Are you looking for some fun holiday crafts to do over winter break?
And if so, here are some ideas.
Ayo, Demi, it's past Thanksgiving, bro. Alright, boys and girls, we're making hot chocolate balls. If you are on TikTok, you know what it is, okay? It's basically a ball of chocolate that's hollow, and then you put hot chocolate ingredients in it, drop it in boiling milk, and it creates hot chocolate. So let's get started. Alright, first you're gonna need a pot with some water in it, and you're gonna put a heat-proof bowl over this pot of water, and then you're gonna put it on medium heat. You're gonna let it boil, alright? Make sure that that bowl is nice and warm so it can melt the chocolate. Of course, you have your standard hot chocolate ingredients: marshmallows, a bunch of chocolate that we're gonna melt so that we can make it into a ball, silicone molds. It's gonna wanna look like that so you can make like a half of a hot chocolate ball. And then hot chocolate powder, because it's hot chocolate.
Once the bowl is hot enough, you're gonna have to place the chocolates quite like this. Very delicately. Just like that.
And be sure to add in just enough chocolate so you can get the right amount. You're gonna want enough to fill whatever mold you have. So for us, just enough to fill that and the other one. As you can see, it's melting quite well, and there's only a few bits of chocolate left that haven't been melted. I'm gonna be real, this looks gas. Like, I'm excited for this. Like, oh my god.
On God, man. On God.
Once the bowl's cool enough to touch, or at least kind of warm, you're gonna want to pour the chocolate into your molds. Just mix in.
Ooh.
Silky, creamy, smooth.
Amen.
You're also gonna want to touch up the edges to make sure that the chocolate is gonna be on the same plane. Now, you're gonna want to put them in the refrigerator to cool them down. Make sure you leave them in there just long enough so that they don't freeze to your mold.
This is what half of it should look like. And once you put both the halves together, we will show you what it looks like when it's in the mug.
As you can see, the marshmallows have popped out. The chocolate is actually sunk to the bottom and started melting. You can see some right there. Anticlimactic compared to what you see on TikTok, but we'll give it a stick. That's gas.
Those look so fun.
Do you like to sing, play an instrument, compose, produce, or record music?
If you do, contact Maya Sajdev at mayas.world@gmail.com to join Langley Music Club.
Music Club's goal is to create and release music on major streaming platforms.
The English Honor Society will be sponsoring a door decorating contest for this season of Lights called Deck the Doors.
We hope you will join us in the fun of decorating any door in your home with images of book covers, literary characters, symbols of your favorite literature, and more.
The contest is open to all Langley students as well as their family members. Submit using this QR code.
That's all for today. Have a great day, Saxons.
We hope you are all staying healthy and safe.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with